Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Mike Kollin, MikeKollin.com. Tonight, we just took Abhinav out for his first night at a club, a big club in the city. In fact, you said you went out before, but was it a club like tonight?
No, not as big.
Nothing like it, huh?
No.
Yeah. We went to the Matrix in San Francisco, so that's kind of a big step. And Abhinav is brand new to all this stuff. Sorry, let me show you my fish tank. Look at that freaking fish tank. I trimmed all my plants today, cleaned it. Not that you guys care. Well, the fish tank people do, huh? You aquarium guys, you fish guys. What else? I don't know. So, Abhinav, look at that smile. Look at that. We had a good night. All right, so just fucking talk, dude.
All right,
What's
dudes.
up?
So here's what's up. You guys have, I think there was at least one video where I was talking about, Mike gets a lot of attention from the girls.
Oops, sorry.
And I've seen him like when, hung out with him, grocery stores, just around, around town, chilling in parks. And he does get attention from the girls. But fucking, when we were in the club tonight, it was like a little fucking, he would just walk through and all the girls would just be like, boom. You know what I mean?
And they get real quiet, huh?
Yeah, it was a trip, you know what I mean? Because I thought that, even the guys that are really smooth as girls, they have to at least talk or do something, you know what I mean? But it was just like he's just walking through and all the girls just coming up to him. That was a bizarre thing. There was a couple of things that just popped my eyes up and I was like, whoa, is that even happening? One was when we went close to the front door. This was about, I think, 10 minutes before we left. There's this really good-looking girl sitting there, and, we're just talking, and she looks at him, and she just motions him, like, come over here. And I'm like, dude, do you know that girl? He's like, nope, I don't know who the hell she is. So, we just keep talking, whatever, and then 5 minutes later, she comes up, and she just starts a conversation, just like that.
Well, was she with someone?
Yeah, she was with a boyfriend.
In his lap.
Yeah. So she left her
She's
boyfriend.
going like this to me, and I'm like, no. I go, you come here. And she goes, no, you come here. And you saw it, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, no, fuck that. So I just started talking to Abhinav.
That was bizarre, dude.
Right.
So and then it didn't end there. What happened was...
So she eventually got up, and she came over, and she started leaning on me, and then she started talking to me. So go ahead. I'm sorry, bro. I'll just shut up.
So, she starts a conversation, and they're talking, and then goes away for a while, and we start talking again. And as we're leaving, she literally walks, pretends like she's walking by, and her boyfriend is literally holding her by the arm like this.
Yes.
She literally
pulled away and leaned on me.
Right. And her boyfriend was looking...
like trying to pull her away.
Yeah, her boyfriend was looking the other way. He was literally trying to pull her, and she's just like resisting. And I was like,
she was
dude.
literally on me. I mean, just like full on.
Yeah,
me,
that was ridiculous. That was fucking cool.
All right. Now, I don't want this to be like, oh, Mike's a cool guy, because it's not about Mike being a cool guy. It's about you learning what it is that I'm doing that literally draws women to me. Now, let me pull this down a little bit. All right, that's a little better, yeah. So a lot of guys think, oh, this guy's just cool. Like, no, what we're trying to say is you can learn how to do it too. Now, tonight was Abhina's first night going to a club, a real club, not one of them little rinky-dink places. And he saw a lot of really cool things. So talk about some more stuff. Like, what else did you see? How about when we first walked in, within minutes?
Yeah, I mean, girls just freaking...
Be specific about that girl. Describe. So the girl he's just talking about is a really hot white girl. I mean, she was beautiful. About, what, 26?
Yeah, about so, yeah.
26, yeah.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
But basically, again, this might be going back to, Mike's a cool guy or whatever. But girls really were looking at him all throughout the night. It wasn't like 10 minutes here and 5 minutes there. It's just whenever he walked by, girls looking at him. And he's explained to me what exactly is it that he's doing that gets the looks, you know what I mean, that gets the attention. And I got to tell you, man, that's my favorite part of the course, bar none. So, yeah.
Because it seems like magic. It seems effortless, but I'm actually doing things. It's called God, sorry, I'm drawing a blank. It's called social behavior. There's certain things that if you do, it literally triggers her mating system. And, if you're a married guy, you do this, your wife will respect you. She'll be like, wow, I got one. Most men are, what was the word you used about that guy?
Blind.
Blind. Say it again.
Blind.
Yeah.
So the reason why I say that was because when that girl was leaning up on Mike, and just resisting her boyfriend. The dude wasn't looking at Mike. He was looking towards the door, and he's thinking she's just stuck or whatever. She's not moving for whatever reason. He doesn't see. He literally didn't.
Well, how about when he was sitting facing me, she was sitting on his lap facing me, and she's going like that? I mean, he looked right at me, and I was like, no, you come here.
Right.
He saw the whole thing.
Yeah.
That went on for about, what, a minute, 2 minutes?
About so, yeah.
Yeah, about, I'm not going over there. Fuck you. Excuse my language. No, but there's a reason why I didn't walk over there, but I'll teach that to you in the course. So when we first walked in, when we first got to the club, what was it like? Outside.
Outside, it was
freaking
jam-packed.
Packed. And I mean, this is one of San Francisco's top clubs. I mean, it was packed. So how long did we have to wait an hour and a half in line?
It was like 10 minutes.
How did we get, what did I do? I just went, hey.
Yeah.
I know the bouncer, and part of call it the game is getting to know people, getting to know the bouncers. Now, I've only been there twice in the last year because I was in a really bad accident about 6 years ago, so I haven't gone out much recently. And I've only seen him twice, but he and I have a really good bond from a while back, to be honest with you. He's a really good guy. And I guess my point being, though, is because of that connection I have with that person, we went in literally the side door.
Yes,
he goes, hey, come on in, bro. Me and Abhinav. He's like, go ahead, no problem. Right? Now, other people were trying to do that, weren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Some guy tried to hand him $20 per person. He's like, no, bro. Did you notice how pissed off he got? He's like, dude, I'm telling you, you're not getting in.
Yeah.
Right?
Another thing I noticed that it wasn't just girls. It was like there's something I told him in the car. It was like you were in your living room. He's just chilling. He's just having fun, even talking to dudes, talking to girls. It was just like you're kind of flowing through it. And even when we came out of the club and we were just walking around looking for like a pizza place in the street, you were still making jokes with, people that just walked by. It was just like a really comfortable vibe. That's all,
See, I think this is a good place to explain something. A lot of people see me now and they're like, well, you were born that way. No. If you heard my life story, you'd be like, fuck. Like,
I've heard his life story, and
you've heard 3% of it, and
it's fucked up.
Yeah, I've lived a pretty tough life, fucking tough life. I used to be extremely insecure. I used to be shy, timid. I was terrified to go outside. I was terrified of being around people. I had this mix because I want to be around people, but I was terrified. I was just being literally panic attack mode the whole time. I've had to work on this. Now, here's the cool thing about it, though. Because of the living hell that I've gone through and going to Tony Robbins seminars, NLP seminars, getting certified in this, certified in that, master practitioner in NLP, hypnosis, NLP trainers training. I mean, I spent years and decades. I can literally now say over decades, more than 2 decades, studying my ass off and teaching people like Abhinav, working with professional athletes to overcome their fear of stepping into a kickboxing ring, a boxing ring, a mixed martial arts ring, all this stuff. I've been doing this for over 25 years. I technically started doing it when I was 19, 18 in college, just studied psychology. I started teaching this stuff professionally when I was 19. I started working with professional fighters because I was a fighter for a long time. So, one of my coaches is Jacob Stitch Duran. We still keep in touch. I've seen his text messages he sent to me, Twitter, Facebook messages. If you've watched UFC, Jacob Stitch Duran was the #1 cut man in the UFC. He's one of the top cut men in the world right now. So I guess what I'm saying is, I had an in because I was a good fighter. And I was in with a good group of people. So then I learned NLP. And I just started applying it. I went back to my old high school. I started working with high school wrestlers and their fear and overcoming this stuff. And I've got a lot of experience doing this stuff. So now that I've said that, have you noticed where you're at? First night. This is his first night. He just got de-virginized. I asked him tonight, I'm like, have you ever been to a club? He goes, not like this. And you've been to like a local pub, haven't you? Mm-hmm. Right. He hasn't been out. We went to a club. So compared to most people, wouldn't you say that you were much more relaxed than 80% of the guys in there?
Hell yeah, definitely.
Right.
Yeah, we saw a couple of guys who were just trying to mad dog everybody to get attention, and That's the good thing about Mike, man. It doesn't really feel like there's no pressure. It
Mm,
doesn't really feel like you have to go out there and approach girls or say this and do that, and
right.
you're just like chilling. You're just like hanging out with a buddy. That's it, and you're learning things at the same time.
Right. You know, I would pull a bin up because he's, well, what did you do? Why is that chick all over you? I'm like, well, all right. So I literally, okay. Now here's the cool thing, because I'm really in good with part of the staff at this club. I pulled him out to this hallway area. And I go, Jerry, I go, do you mind if we talk? He goes, dude, you're cool. Don't even worry about it. You cool, man. And he goes, but if that door shuts, you're going to be locked out till someone opens it up. So I just pulled a garbage can, kept it open. So I'm working with him while we're doing stuff. So you're seeing me do stuff. Well, he's seeing me talk to women, open. And he's like, what did you say? How did you do that? Right?
Yeah.
So I pull him aside. I'm like, well, for one thing, you got to do this, that. So I'm teaching him while we're doing it live, which sinks it in really good. Okay. So you gonna say something else?
Yeah, and when you go out to a club or even when you do a session or just hang out with Mike, it isn't like there's sets. There's specific time periods when he gives you the teachings.
Right.
You could be walking through the park and then you see something and he'll just tell you this thing and that thing. So it's like a very how would I say it?
Casual.
Very casual way. It's not like you got to take notes or it's very casual,
Right.
and that just personally that just makes it stick more. So you remember it, forever, really.
I think one thing I want to add in is what Abhinav is noticing is my course is zero pressure. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Even when we went to college, I go, Abhinav, I don't even want you to pick up on a girl tonight. Don't approach. Don't do an opener. Don't do anything. I'm conditioning. See, a big thing you learn when you go through NLP trainings and when you work with professional athletes, it's conditioning. I'm conditioning him to just relax, chill the fuck out. This is your first night at a fucking club, bro. This is a big step for a lot of guys. Ben's a young guy. He's 22 years old, man. And the more I talk to you, like, hey, have you ever been to Las Vegas? No. Have you ever been to Santa Cruz? No. I'm like, you haven't been to Santa Cruz? Dude, we're like an hour and a half drive. Like, how have you not been to Santa Cruz? Benep hasn't done a lot of shit. And my point being is, you see him now compared to where he was 6 weeks ago? Has it been 6 weeks or 4 weeks that we started this?
5-ish.
5 weeks. Huge leap. He's ahead of the guys who spent tens of thousands of dollars to go into pickup artist courses, studying these manuals and doing all this freaking stuff. Do you see now the difference between my course and all those other courses?
I'm seeing it big time for sure. Mostly because when I went out today with you, I could see everything clear as day.
Right.
I could see everything you're talking about in the course. It's boom. It's right there in front of your eyes. And that was one of the big things when I was talking about the girl's boyfriend. You guys have probably heard Mike say in his earlier videos that guys just don't see this or don't speak this language.
Right.
I literally saw that with my own eyes tonight. So
right.
I do believe it, yeah.
Yeah, you're talking about towards the end when we're up towards the front door and I start speaking the internal language and start looking like, whoa, what the fuck's going on here?
Mm-hmm. There was... Yeah, he started speaking the internal language, and these two girls that were standing behind him, they literally turned around and faced him, and they were just staring at him like, okay, say some more.
All right, let me ask you a question. Remember when I was talking to the black girl, and or was it before that? And then you're, dude, those chicks are checking you out. Remember?
Oh yeah.
They're blonde, blue, beautiful. Would you say they were 10s? At least a 9.5?
Yeah.
Gorgeous. Probably the hottest or equal to the other hottest chicks in the club. Same thing when we went up front. Were those chicks beautiful?
Yeah.
All right. See, here's the thing, guys. I say this on all my videos because I'm trying to get you to understand something. All right, that girl's boyfriend, the girl that was doing this to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was he taller than me?
Yeah.
Younger?
Yep.
Better looking?
Mm-hmm.
Better shape?
Yeah.
Guys, it's not about your looks. The reason why you think that as a male is because the male mating system, it's in the lower brain, like hers is, but we have the nerves connect to our optic nerve, which connects to our eyes, and that's why we're visual. We're looking at her body. So we are attracted visually, but a woman isn't. Do you get that?
Mm-hmm.
It's your social behavior, your social cues, and there's a hidden language that, to my knowledge, no one else is teaching except for me in this course. there's a certain right brain series of things that I'm doing that her mating system, her mating system's connected to the right brain because she's looking for a guy who has a broader range of communication, which includes body language. Now do you understand it after going out tonight? Do you see it?
Yeah. It wasn't even like you tried to see it because boom, it's right freaking there. And I remember when we first came in and you remember that guy who was sort of drunk and he was looking around and you were like, all right, dude, remember the first day you took the course and I taught you don't do that.
Right.
It was just
clear as day.
Yeah, as soon as you step in his door, you see it.
The reason why Bennett can see it so clearly is because I've conditioned this into him, I've pointed it out, and I've talked to him, and I've explained it. And I've got his brain to open up to the right side of his brain. So number one, he's aware of it. Number two, he's coming from that perspective. So now when we go out and I show him something, whoa, it's so obvious. It's obvious now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you see how the guy was completely blowing out his sets? Like, no girl's going to talk to that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
And I'm not even going to try to explain what it was because this isn't a teaching video. At least not yet. I might add something in a little bit. But they're the simplest things. And what I was trying to say earlier is, about a minute ago, is it's about your social cues and your social behavior. And then there's a certain hidden language, which I'm only teaching in this course, okay? So I've kind of lost my thought there about the guy who's blowing the set. And my point being is here's my point. Your mating system is connected to your eyes, so you're visual. And so what happens is humans, we think, well, she's like that too. And she's looking at you like, well, he understands it's all about communication. And he's like, what are you talking about? Communication? What's that got to do with anything? Her mating system is connected to her right brain's communication system processor. If you can just come in and understand that one little piece, you're like, oh my God, that's how you turn a woman on? Yes. See, before, I bet when I first met you, you thought I was talking gibberish and you thought I was full of shit, huh?
Kinda. It didn't really make sense to me because I had never heard anything like it before.
Right.
So I was thinking, like, is this even real? I mean, how does it work? You know what I mean? How
Right.
much does it work? So, in the beginning, it was just like, oh, I gotta see it to believe it, you know?
Right. Well, have you been seeing it for weeks now?
Yes.
It doesn't matter if I go to a coffee shop. It doesn't matter. Literally, it doesn't matter if we're walking down the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Where were we when those? Oh yeah, we were at the park, and I'm stretching, and these two ladies like, oh, you tell them.
Yeah. So I think it was a couple days ago. We're just chilling out at the park. It was a nice sunny day, and these two ladies walked by, and we're talking, and I turn them out, and I see, and they're literally staring at him as they're walking. It's kind of like there's a string attached to, with Mike's face and
like
their
they're drawn
face.
to me, like.
Yeah, they couldn't look away. They were walking and they're looking, and I'm just like, whoa, dude. That's fucking cool.
The thing about it is, guys, I'm not tall. I'm 5'8" and 3/4. I've got a belly now. I'm 200 some pounds. I'm not in shape. I was in a bad accident, so I've got injuries. My hair is actually thin. I don't know if you guys noticed that. In fact, I'm having a good hair day, by the way. And I'm old. I'm not old, but Ben is much better looking than me right now. Let's be honest, okay? It's not looks, is what I'm saying. Okay, if it was looks, how come the chicks weren't all over you? It's social behavior. There's certain social cues that literally trigger her mating system, get her attention, and they're drawn to you. When you learn how to do these things, it will change the game. All right, now is there anything else you wanted to say?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
In other pickup artist courses, the way those guys learn is they take somebody else's pickup artist course and they throw a bunch of stuff together.
Yeah.
Mike has been learning about his own side of things for about 25 years now.
More than 25 years. I say 25 plus years. I started reading personal development books when I was in high school. I started studying relationship books when I was in high school because I lived with my football coach, and his wife was like, you gotta read these. It was Leo Buscaglia. I had to read these 2 big books, and then she gave me another book. So I started studying this stuff when I was really young, 17, 18 years old. I went to my first Tony Robbins seminar when I think I was 18 and a half or 19. I was young. And then I did the Tony Robbins thing, and then I started, I think my first NLP 10-day practitioner course, I think I was 20 or 21 years old. I was young. And at this time, like, you know what? I'm going to show you guys. I never do this. No, you're fine, actually. I have got stacks and stacks of books And there's actually
one right behind me. I don't know
yeah,
if you can see it.
and then behind us there's another two that is this high back over there, and then I've got a stack of books in my bedroom, and then I've got boxes of books there inside the closet and also over here, and those are the ones one day someone goes, "Why do you get rid of your books?" I'm like, well, what do you want I can do with them? He goes, "You should save them." All right. Another thing I taught Abhinav is when you read a book, you should read it minimum twice. I've read most of these books 5 times. I read Tony Robbins' book, Awaken the Giant, within 13 times. My point I'm trying to say is I studied my ass off. All right, I studied psychology in college. I studied NLP and hypnosis, Ericksonian hypnosis. I studied with like 5 or 6 different companies: Robbins Research International, AIH, Advanced Neurodynamics. AIH is American Institute of Hypnosis. Neuroenergetics, which a lot of you guys have heard of him, John Overdurf, one of the coolest dudes out there. You want to take an NLP training, go to John Overdurf. That dude is awesome. It's Overdurf, O-V-E-R, I think it's D-U-R-F, John Overdurf. Freaking phenomenal. Just look John Overdurf NLP. You want to practice. So here's what Abhinav was saying is, I studied with the best. I studied with Dr. Tad James, Dr. Krasner, John Overdurf, his ex-wife, Julie Silverthorne. Man, there's so many other people. I can get Tony Robbins. I mean, I can go on and on with all these people I've trained with, the individual trainings, people I've studied with. I didn't even slow down until about the 13th year when I finally said, you know what, I think I need to take a break. But that break only lasted about 30 days, and then I went right back. I went to another seminar. I couldn't stop. So, I don't know. Go ahead.
So guys, compare that to some pickup artist dude who's been taking, let's say he took 3-4 courses at most in a span of, I don't know what, 2 years, 3 years maybe.
Mm-hmm. And now
There's
they're teaching you.
There's no comparison. None.
And here's what I was telling Abhinav tonight. I go, do you realize you're literally ahead of 80% of the people who've spent 2 or 3 years paying literally $5,000 to $10,000 to $15,000 studying pickup artist courses, and this guy walks in the club his first time, and chicks are checking him out. They're kind of walking over, and it's like Abhinav. Okay, what did I ask you tonight? I don't know if it was in the car when we first walked in here. Did you notice how relaxed you were compared to 80% of the guys?
Yeah.
And these are the guys that got the expensive, $200 shirts on, and they're, I'm somebody, I got a job, and I've got a Camaro. And Abhinav walks in and just like, why are they so uptight? I'm like, well, they're trying to be cool. They're trying to be something they're not.
Mm-hmm. There was this one dude that caught our eye right off the bat. This little Asian dude. He had a freaking gold chain, like a literal gold chain about this thick around his neck, like twice over. And he was basically walking around in a circle, mad dogging people for whatever reason. And that kind of made me go, dude, guys are trying way too hard.
Yeah, he tried to mad dog me, and what happened?
Yeah, you just gave him a look, and he was just like, all right, dude, I'm going to walk away.
He got this confused, like, oh, fuck, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know, we were saying some really cool stuff when we were coming home from the club, and I said, dude, you should put that in the video. Like, is there anything else that we kind of forgot, or?
I think that was about it, because we got everything.
Guys, I guess what I'm trying to say, I'm a highly, highly qualified NLP trainer, master practitioner, master hypnotherapist, master practitioner in timeline therapy. I mean, I can go, I have a list of things I've studied for literally decades, 25 plus years. But it really is up to you. If you really want to learn how to meet girls, and again, if you want to save your marriage, I promise you, there's something that your wife wants from you. And if you don't ever learn how to do this, she's going to leave you eventually, or you guys are going to live a miserable life. Men and women are wired completely in the opposite side of the brain. Our mating systems are wired to different parts of our brain. Our emotional systems wired differently. But you can learn how in a way that gives her mental stimulation and fills her heart with love to where she's going to want to be with you.
Yeah, I just wanted to end with, if you go anywhere else, dude, you're going to get 5, 6, maybe 4% of the knowledge. If you get with this guy, you will literally get through the roof 100%. The level of knowledge he has is phenomenal. I honestly never even thought that somebody would be able to put all these pieces together. I mean, you guys have to take the course, I'm telling you. big time. So
Right.
that's what I want to end with.
So, it's late, and I think we're both kind of tired, but I kind of wanted to get this video out and just wanted to, get the word out. Thought it was really cool because Abhinav was just grinning ear to ear tonight. I mean, man, we're coming, dude, that chick was all over you. And I'm like, yeah. I mean, it's pretty much what it's like. When we first walked in there, though, what was the first thing we were there 3 minutes, and what would you say? Dude, that chick's checking you out. The chick's checking you out.
Yeah, it was just, dude, it was constant. It was constant.
She wasn't chick. She came over by us and was wiggling, and she was doing everything to get my attention. Yeah.
Yeah. It was an all-nighter, dude.
All night it was like that. You know what? What I'm trying to say is you can be like that too. That's what I'm saying. You're going to have to learn things. You're going to have to practice some things. You're going to have to work out some things. But we've had, is it 6 or 7 sessions?
7.
7. Leaps and bounds. Because what I'm doing during the trainings, I'm conditioning this into Abhinav to where he just walks out and he's already doing half of it. Yeah?
Yeah.
So the advantage is I'm a hypnotherapist and NLP trainer, so I'm using a lot of anchors on Abhinav. Like tonight when I went to the club, all right, dude, just breathe. Just do this, do that. And I'm getting him to condition just to mellow out, to relax, be grounded. We're conditioning that into him. Like, remember we're walking around outside?
Yeah.
Dude, stop. Stop looking around. Stop doing this. Now just do this. Go here. Do the techniques I taught you. And he's like, whoa, did you feel a shift?
Oh, yeah.
So what we're doing is we're conditioning that into him to where it becomes a part of who he is when he goes to nightclubs, goes to parties, or goes to cafes. Anything else?
Yeah. I want to say, guys, it isn't going to be a fucking night out where you have to try your ass off to get laid, to impress your buddies or the girl. It's going to be you going out, fucking having fun with your buddies, picking up the girl if you want to, and picking up the girl you want to pick up, not just some second-rate girl. It makes shit fun, dude. You know what I mean? You can relax and fucking have fun. You can get your pick of whatever girl you want. You can hang out with your buddy. It makes things fun.
Do you realize in a matter of weeks, your first night out, you got to a point where it takes guys 5 to 10 years to feel that comfortable?
Honestly, I'm fucking grateful for that, dude.
Could you see how many guys are all uptight and looking around the room and trying to do the mug job? And you see all that stuff?
Yeah.
Because they were nervous. They were scared. Do you see it? Dude, when I say I'm going to change your life, I mean it.
100%.
Hey, this is Mike Kollin at MikeKollin.com. Take my no pressure course. It's something I'm going to condition into you. Did you feel like I was supporting you?
All the time, man. It was like walking me through everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. See, the thing that I'm doing, there's something I learned when working with professional athletes is you don't want to pressure them. You want to make sure they're as relaxed as possible, as comfortable as possible, because you want to condition that into going out to clubs, approaching girls. I do a completely zero pressure, no pressure training and course, because now you're going to connect that to meeting women, and all of a sudden, does it almost feel like you're talking to your sister?
Yeah.
Talking to someone you went to school with for 10 fucking years. It's the easiest thing in the world. Tonight when I walked up to that first girl, were you fucking like, damn, it's like he's not even trying.
Yeah. That's why, that's one of the things that I said to you in the car is it's kind of like you're chilling in your living room.
Right.
Right? And he's just, going from here to there to this girl to that girl, and he's just having a good old time. Just like he's just sitting at home talking to his friends. If
you see me grinning, it's because I'm really proud of how far it's his first night out. Because dude, when we're gonna go, bro? When we're gonna go? I'm like, you're not ready, bro. Just let me do a couple more things with you. When we go, you're gonna be surprised how much you've changed.
Right.
All right. So I'm gonna end it right there. This is Mike Kollin at MikeKollin.com. Buy my book, crackthefemalecode.com, if you want to get a clue as to what I'm doing. Now, here's the deal. I've got people with their doctorate degrees that have read that book that have just... One of the testimonies, I literally copied and pasted his email to me so you could see it. It's a little blurry, but you could read it. They're blown away. They're like, where did you learn this stuff? The book isn't even part of my pickup course. It's not even part of the Save Your Marriage course, but it will show you the opposite side of the fence. Like I said to Abhinav in one video, it's like going to the dark side of the moon, isn't it?
Yeah. You're going to hear things that you never heard before, man. I'm telling you.
I promise.
And that's one of the things that I'm always impressed. That's basically the point that I was trying to drive home. He has this level of knowledge right here where most guys are only down here. It's a difference that's just... It's not even measurable, dude.
Yeah, you can't put into words. You have to take the course. I think that's what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
In order to catch a clue as to what I'm trying to teach in my course, you have to come in here and you have to get to about the 6th or 7th session. When you say that's when you kind of, I mean, you saw like, whoa, that's cool, that's cool, that's cool. But then about the 6th session, was it like you were turning the corner?
Yes.
Was it like something started to click?
Mm-hmm. It's more like you see things all throughout the course, but it's like the 6th and 7th session, they're sort of amplified. You start to see them everywhere, not just when you're trying to look for them. You know what I mean?
It becomes a natural part of your everyday living.
Yes.
Right. There's something I'm going to be doing with your mind that technically the technical word I'm conditioning it, but I don't know how to explain it. Your mind is going to shift. I put it in my website. I think it's on the private elite coaching or seminar page. I'm literally going to take your mind and it's going to go 180 degrees. I'm sure like, oh yeah, that's just a marketing thing. No, I'm telling you.
Guys, believe it. 100%, man. I'm telling you. If I could do something on this video to make you guys just get in here for even one session, I would do it. I took the course, and I'm telling you, dude, it's not it's not the same anymore. You look at everything differently, and it's not just that, dude. It's fucking awesome. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You guys gotta take the course.
It makes your life fun, doesn't it?
It makes your life fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah, your life will become really fun. Here's the deal. My birthday is November 7th, 2015. We're right now. It was Halloween, so that's another thing. I took him out on Halloween night. Was the club packed?
You have a jam packed, dude.
Was it fucking overwhelming at first?
Yeah.
Within minutes, did they get you to become calm and grounded and just totally like natural?
Yeah.
All right. So my birthday's November 7th. I do this once a year. Sometimes I don't do it every year. I'm going to put in this video. I might put on my website. If you want a phenomenal price, the best price you're ever going to get a hold of me. Call me 415-456-8558. I'm going to give you a special that I've only done 2 or 3 times in the last 10 years, okay? This is Mike Kollin at MikeKollin.com. Get your butt in here. Come to my next workshop, my next training. Hire me for a minimum of 10 sessions for a private elite one-on-one coaching series. I'll talk to you soon.
You guys have a good one.
All right.